Matanzas, that's the river that starts in St. Augustine at the inlet and heads south. If you haven't been to the Matanzas Inlet at the end of Anastasia Island, yeah, I'd recommend you go. It's one of the only natural inlets on the east coast of Florida. When I say natural, meaning that it hasn't been dredged or anything with the Army Corps of Engineers manipulating the inlet. It's just left to nature to do its thing.
I work for them.
They actually is what dug out the Tolomato River during World War II. So we'll talk about that.
Yeah, it's not a federally maintained inlet.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. Better way to say it. And then the NERR part, N is national. We're one of 30 NERRs across the country. NOAA is the overarching regulatory agency, but there's about 30 different entities that have a say in what's done within the NERR. The NERR itself is 76,000 acres, so huge. It goes all the way, it goes, starts out from Pound Valley, again near Michler Boulevard, and a little bit north, and then south to Pound Coast. If you've been to Princess Place, that's part of the NERR as well. So that's the national estuary. The E is estuarian, so kind of an adjective from the word estuary. Research, the first R, we'd have research done here. She was telling me she helps with our lead researcher on some of the projects. There are biologists on staff. They're doing research about temperature change, elevation change, water quality. I know Lauren's been on some of the research projects, plankton, so lots being done here by the scientists here at the GTM. And we have visiting scientists as well. A lot of universities will use this as their outdoor laboratory kind of thing. And the last R, reserve. It's a reserve. This will not be, the plan is not be built on, not be changed. Once the land is acquired, it'll stay like this. We have rangers on staff that maintain it, from the restrooms to the roads to invasive species to sampling some of the reptiles that are here, and also a crew of rangers as well. And they also monitor your $3 parking fee. Back to the word estuary. There's lots of reasons, good reasons to maintain our estuaries, but those close to the heart of Floridians that live along the coast, one of them is it's a buffer zone. Anybody been living here during Michael or Irma? Yeah, even nor'easters just shellac the coast. If you have a buffer zone, they take that hit and protect the more inland areas. So it's always good to have that kind of buffer area. Another big reason is they serve as giant filters, not just the grasses and the sediment, but one key filter is oysters. And this is going to make you think twice about eating an oyster, but I'm sure they're okay. They're highly regulated where they can harvest oysters and where they can't for water quality. But an oyster, like about the size of my palm, and one oyster, one day, filters about 50 gallons of water. If you want to look at a cool video, go on YouTube and just kind of plug in that, oyster filtering water. And they've got samples of, 3, 4, 5 oysters in an aquarium. And the aquarium's filthy. And they time lapse it. And it's not pristine clean afterwards, but it's remarkable the difference in like 8 to 10 hours. So one oyster doing that. One of our studies here is, monitoring the health of the oyster beds because it is so critical to maintain an estuary. Another key purpose to a healthy estuary is to help the animals. This serves as a nursery. So imagine yourself as, fish spawn. Would you want to be living out in the ocean with, waves and predators and sandbars, or in a nice little estuary with grasses and it's all, much calmer?